Good evening, everyone. I'm creating this video because I feel useless and powerless, especially in terms of the most recent events with Sandra Bland, with the police officers that punched a man in Philadelphia, with the officer that tased the black man who wanted to help the woman in Texas. These events are becoming so common that we don't even want to comment on them anymore. We don't want to share the videos. And there's many arguments concerning this particular dichotomy or this thinking between law enforcement and minorities. And I don't have a lot to say, but I want to give an example so that maybe some people will understand where I'm coming from in my thinking. When you're a minority in America and when you're under a certain economic threshold, essentially when you're broke and poor, you don't have any power. And it is my belief that the ruling authorities understand that. And that's why these people, minorities, are being targeted more than anybody else because of the lack of authority. I can't imagine Donald Trump's children being in any of these kind of circumstances because the ruling authorities know better. So understanding that, the example I would like to use is it would be ludicrous to blame a child that they were molested or they were raped. It would be ridiculous to say, if you shouldn't have done this or if you shouldn't have said this, then this would never have happened to you, because we understand that adults have the mental capacity to say no, and they have the authority. Whatever the child may say, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the adult is the one that's in charge. When it comes to police officers or it comes to people that have badges, all of America knows they are the ones that are in charge. They're the ones that have the authority. That's why when they're doing business, they're not supposed to wear the uniform, because it's a sign of influence. Because that uniform means something, that badge means something, to serve and to protect. So if you understand that philosophy, if you understand that analogy, then you can understand why it's not completely the minority, the poor, the black, the people. It's not their fault that they're in these given situations. Please keep that in mind within context. We're not excusing the behavior of all criminals. But again, I'm just expressing in these particular situations with Sandra Bland and the other examples that I gave, people are taking advantage of the authority that's been given to them. So lastly, what I want to say is it's a simple words, 5 words. And if you agree with me on these words, I'm going to ask you all to post your video reciting these words. And if you do tag my name in it, I will share your status. And the message I would like to communicate to all police officers and to all those in ruling authority: I'm not the threat.